except I don't have Drake on the track. You know, I feel like they're like a couple or something. They always have songs together. Oh, that's so funny. Look, a couple right here. It's been a couple days, but it still itches. Oh, that was in the last one. Hello, collective. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Patience with Spirit here, back again with another collective psychic development read. A Spirit Speaks. I'm trying to do this new thing where I do a few back to back so I can stay in the energy of the flow, okay? I am your psychic intuitive host of Spirit News on Spotify, where we teach you about your non-physicalness. Here on YouTube, we do the psychic development reads, and over on TikTok, we do the ascension process, which you can see my own ascension process in real time when we give you spirit nuggets, okay? So we got another Spirit Speaks. We got Virginia, Horrible, and Carpet, okay? And I was wondering how carpet would come into play, and I think it's carpet muncher. You ever hear that saying for lesbians, carpet muncher? Because I think this person, Virginia, is a closet lesbian. I don't know what's up with all these people who don't just live authentically, just be gay. What's the problem, okay? So I got Virginia, Horrible, Carpet. So the first song Spirit showed me for Virginia is called Lipstick Lover by Janelle Monáe. And it goes, my lipstick lover, I like lipstick on my neck. It let me know I'm your number one select. I like lipstick on my neck. Leave a sticky hickey in a place I won't forget. Baby, I'm obsessed. Get me undressed. Okay, so this person is... Hey! Hey, Keys! So this person is a secret lesbian. She's a lesbian, and something she did is horrible. We have carpet. I was like wondering how carpet would come into play, but clearly she's a carpet muncher, and in the closet. She's a closet carpet muncher, okay? And then the second song, the first song was pretty obvious, a lipstick lover. So I was like, give me one more song. So they played a song called Curious by Shensi. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Shensi. Met a bad gal by the name of Tammy. How she put it in reverse on the beat. Girl, your body bad like danger. I want flavor, no chaser. I say, if you freaky, link up with me. Excuse me, spirit burps. Take it easy, don't rush, be discreet. It's a private party. So she doesn't want people to know that she's actually gay. Type of tings got me curious. Can't control this feeling, but I like it. Watching you for a minute, it's enticing. You're the one I want to see. Sometimes I'm curious. Too many girls at the party, too many shots, I need a driver. So this is a person that, you know, those girls that are probably wannabe lesbians, but they're like have a boyfriend or children, and they go out and party, they take shots, and then they just turn into lesbians, you know? They want to kiss girls and be on girls, and you know, when that's fine, whatever. I personally don't want to do that, and that's fine too. It's not a big deal. But this person can't be themselves authentically. So for whatever reason, they feel like it has to be discreet. It's got to be private. She's curious. She likes lips. She wants to be a lipstick lover. She's obsessed. She has some obsession too. I don't know your involvement with... Oh, why did that message get deleted? You guys, I mean, come on. Give me a break, okay? Whatever. So, she's obviously a closet lesbian. And you might have been someone she had a crush on, collective, but she didn't tell you, so it became an obsession, just another... repression of authenticity, distorting your field, having you operating in a distorted field, okay? Let's do... No, you know what? Let's do this one. Women Who Run with Wolves. Myths and Stories of Wild Women Archetypes. Cool, right? I got it at Goodwill for $2.99. Spirit, please tell me what this book about Virginia. Another way to strengthen connection to intuition is to refuse to allow anyone to repress your vivid energies. Didn't I just say this person's repressing their authenticity? That means your opinions, your thoughts, your ideas, your values, your morals, your ideals. There's very little right, wrong, or good, bad in this world. There is, however, useful and not useful. There are also things that are sometimes destructive, as well as things that are engendering. What is engendering? Let me see. Let me see what engendering is, because I don't know what that means. Engendering. Engendering. Let me find that engendering. I just found energy. Engendering. Engendering. Engender. Respect can engender love. Give rise to, cause, bring about, beget, breed, generate, produce, occasion, precipitate. And the opposite is kill, end, crush. Oh, she didn't respect her ability to engender her authenticity. Okay, I got it. Okay, let me continue reading it. As well as all things which are engendering. But as you well know, a garden has to be turned in the fall in order to prepare it for the spring. It cannot bloom all the time, but let your own innate cycles dictate the upsurges and the down spirals of your life, not another person outside of yourself. Yeah, so this person, collective, this person had a crush on you, okay? They're a secret lesbian and they found you very attractive, and because they repressed how they felt and they never said anything and they don't live in their authenticity, because they live in that energy, which is a shadow on their field, they operate in a low energy field, and their curiosity about you and becoming a lover with you, because they never said anything, because they never talked about it, because they repress wanting to be a lesbian, it turned into an obsession, okay? And she may have done something horrible to you, something destructive. There are also things that are sometimes destructive, okay? There's very little right, wrong, or good or bad in this world. There is, however, useful and not useful, all right? So another way to strengthen connection to, so she refused her intuition. She didn't follow the way she felt. She lived her life inauthentically. She may have liked girls since she was little. She just wants to be gay. But because she didn't follow her intuition and she refused to allow anyone to tell her differently, she repressed her vivid energies. And that means that her thoughts and her opinions and her ideas and her values and her morals and her ideals were coming from an inauthentic place. She was not living in her authenticity. And so it causes you to operate in low energy when that happens. That's why you just need to follow how you feel. If it feels good to be a lesbian, be a lesbian. Does it feel good to not be a lesbian? Don't do things that don't feel good emotionally, not physically, not on a pleasure, physical pleasure, but on an emotional scale. If you're with a group of people where you have to constantly not be yourself, we've talked about this before. When you live your whole life wanting to be gay, but you repress being gay, it teaches you how to lie, and it teaches you how to be a fake person because you're putting a mask on. And everyone you meet and encounter is operating from a place of authenticity, because that's where you're operating from. And it will cause you to act in low ways. It will cause you to be a deceiver, a betrayer, a liar. Okay, so we're going to find out what Virginia did. Okay, Spirit, can you please tell me what the focus book of Virginia did due to her inability to live authentically? Surrender. Surrender. All right, let's see. in the hands of the king, the safest place for anything valuable. So they found something valuable. They got their hands on something valuable that they weren't in a safe place to honor something valuable. The winning team, a winning team they were on, didn't let them trust themselves or to allow miracles to be performed on ourselves, and the pressure it was giving them didn't steward away for transformation to peace or joy or surrender. They didn't have freedom, so they kept a foothold on becoming their very own peace, and they self-sabotage, leading them to self-preservation and short-sightedness, thinking in every case withholding their best mind may have chipped away at their goodness towards second and made them second guess their gifts and energy, and made them selfish in their heart and made them full of pride, developing insecurities of not being enough, and that is what they and making their own and bringing upon their own fears, not being able to own and refusing to ground themselves, and it made them insecure and feel like they're not enough, bringing upon their own fears about and making them focus on what they own, refusing to see how they white-knuckled the truth about what they knew. Rather than begin again and surrender, they chose to not end the way they were living and made plans that made them not trust and unable to let go and release what they were waiting on, and simply the entire time losing control. And now they see that their own enemy, that they were their own enemy. They were learning how to fight against help, to step towards guidance that to give themselves wonders of the Creator towards the world they wanted to live in. They were met with a mountain they couldn't move, that they felt they were fighting alone, and they realized in that moment that victory was actually defeat and is synonymous with surrendering, because they couldn't surrender to so many things. They were overpowered by their will and didn't make it, so they tapped out and decided that finally they were sweating and exhausted and fought tooth and nail for power to hold over someone, thinking to themselves, even though what they were thinking was a deceit to themselves. Through control, we are not fully admitting what is required to wave a white flag, raising about a hard part of losing a team and joining the equivalents and joining something not equivalent to what our instruction recognizes in our brains to be difficult. To surrender made it difficult in her brain to surrender, and insinuated examples of knowledge in battles they would lose because they didn't know how to raise a white flag to surrender to an army that made them lose sight of what they needed to surrender to. Oh my gosh. This person is this person wants to be a lesbian, and they live their whole lives fighting this, and so they got, because they kept repressing how they felt and kept making everyone else happy around them, their environment didn't nurture them being a lesbian, and so they found themselves in a place of unworthiness and always having to perform miracles so that they could be trusted, because they didn't trust themselves, because they weren't following the pathway that brought them peace and joy and transformation. Instead, they were kept footholding their very own peace and freedom and self-sabotaging themselves for self-preservation, because they had an inability to look at how they felt. They were short-sighted. They were short-sighted, and they lived in a reality that didn't honor the goodness of how they felt, and so it made them bitter and selfish and insecure, with a sense of pride, an odd sense of pride. And that's what they operated in, because they couldn't allow themselves to surrender to how they really feel. They are lesbian. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's horrible. You shouldn't have to feel like that. You should be whoever you want to be. Nobody cares. Just be a lesbian. Just not. Don't forget. Don't forget to be amazing. My notifications. Don't forget to be amazing. So collective, they met you and saw something in you that they couldn't be themselves, and they misplaced that as some kind of love or something, and they became obsessed with you because you represented everything they wanted to be, in the sense that, I don't know, I'm getting the sense that they saw that you could be yourself, or that you could be authentic. And when people see that in somebody, it's very misplaced inspiration. Okay, people turn it into lust, obsession. But really what it is that person is able to be themselves authentically, and your soul wants to be so authentically itself, but you keep repressing it because you don't want to surrender, because you care what people think. Is really what it comes down to. Okay, so let's see. What else? What's the horrible thing she did? I'm scared. Let's do these ones. All right. Thank you so much, Spirit, for being with us. Please tell us about what Virginia did that was horrible. Ride an anteater. If you had to ride an anteater while you and the anteater are on meth, the horrible thing she has to do is get high just to have sex with men, because she has repressed that she wants to be a lesbian so badly. And she's always thinking about you naked because she's a lesbian. Hey Michael, thanks for being here. Hey Drew, thank you. Thank you. This person can't be authentic, so she has to do drugs just to have sex. Just to have sex with an anteater, a penis. Because she hates penises. She doesn't want to have sex with penises. She has to do meth just to have sex with a penis. Wow. Because she's always thinking of you naked. This is 4-4 too. Explain, if you had to explain every app on your phone to a 100-year-old lady. So this person has become monotonous, like explaining an app to a 100-year-old lady. She's just following the motions. It's not something, she's not living her life the way she wants. This isn't something she wants to do. She's not living her life authentically. So her life has become like explaining every app on your phone to a 100-year-old lady, all while thinking of you naked all the time, because she's grown some weird obsession towards you. be a sex slave for Jabba the Hutt. I'm telling you, she has to have sex with a man that she absolutely can't stand. She can't stand this man. He's like Jabba the Hutt. Imagine having sex with that guy. You remember in Spaceballs, it's Pizza the Hut? It's like a giant pizza or something. And the guy takes a bite of his face. That's funny. Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. What else? You're Jesus, but no one believes you. Collective, maybe that's why they're obsessed with you, because you represent goodness and you represent, you have a heart of Jesus. Maybe on 133 too. Maybe they saw something in you that they want to see in themselves, and they mistook that as love or some kind of lust or something. But really, imagine if you were to be face to face with Jesus. The amount of love you would feel from somebody who's such a clear conduit to God. Anyone would fall in love with Jesus just because of his energy, and they misplace that feeling of that energy as love, but it's not love. It's anybody can reach that level of clarity in their field, and people will feel that way about you once you reach it. I know. I'll never be the same. Happy I landed here. Hi. When people reach 144,000 hertz, which is 44 right here, you are at because you're not human. You're a non-physical being having a physical experience, and our energy, our pure state that we are naturally is 100% love, pure love, just like God. And we come into a human body to experience physicality. And so the fun part for a soul to come here is to clear the field like Jesus did, and to resonate at such a high frequency that it's close to God, so you can be like God in a human body. So when you resonate, when this person that they fell in love with, you collective, you must be like a healer or something, or you must have a very open heart, or you have a lot of love in your heart, okay? And people will feel that, and they'll often fall in love with you because of that, but not know why, because they don't know energy. But anyone who clears their field will make you feel that way. But it's not love. It is just because that person's resonating at such a pure field that it is love. Like, it's not that you're in love with them. It's just that they are love. Okay? And that's what we teach you on Spirit News. That's what we did through the help of my spirit guides. We learned to clear our field. And that's why everyone's always falling in love with us. They think it's love, but it's just because they're feeling what their soul wants to feel like, because your soul wants to feel that way because it is that way. Okay, you understand? If you had to recreate human society post-apocalypse with only the people in this group, what? If you had to recreate human society after the apocalypse with only the people in this group, well, I guess it's just us, we're just going to be going on post-apocalypse on without Virginia, or Virginia wants to be with you after an apocalypse, because they don't want to be with a man. They think that men are yucky. They think they're like they're a sex slave for Jabba the Hutt. Okay, they don't like to be with men. They found you, and you have the love of Jesus. You're like Jesus. And you probably have Christ consciousness. That's what that means. Jesus Christ. They've reached a level of Christ consciousness. It's really sad, that this person's lived their whole life. You're a nun now. They always imagine you naked, but now you're a nun, so they know that they'll never have a chance with you. They're gonna have to get over it and go on with their lives and find someone else, because they never said nothing to you. You could have just told them a long time ago, sorry, I don't play that way, and it would have been over with. But instead, they couldn't live authentically like themselves, and they went on for years and years and years having a crush on you until it grew and grew and grew and grew, because what your soul is going to do is amplify the shadow part of you. As we rise in the energy, whatever shadow aspects you have on your field are going to get bigger, because they can't be taken into the new energy. It's a different energy, they don't match. And so it's asking you, it's getting bigger, so you look at it, and the longer you don't look at those things that you're not honoring, the more it's going to interrupt or disrupt your field. Okay. If you had to have chopsticks for all your fingers, under explain every app on your phone to a 100-year-old lady, this person is just a mess. They could possibly have long fingernails, I don't know. Or they're just like, because their field is so distorted, they could just be really clumsy. You know, they could have a hard time. They're just living a monotonous life. They're not living their true life. You, if you had to, you can talk to animals, but they all hate you. This person could possibly, this person could possibly use animals as like a emotional crutch, you know, hey, hi dear, welcome. This person could possibly use animals as a crutch, an emotional crutch, or it's under sex slave to Jabba the Hutt. So this closet lesbian has sex with a man that she hates. She looks at him like Jabba the Hutt. She literally has to do drugs just to have sex with him, okay, because she wants to be a lesbian so badly. You are the person that made her realize that she wanted to be a lesbian so hard, but she fights it tooth and nail because she doesn't want to surrender to change. And so she uses animals as emotional support, and the animal might be Jabba the Hutt. That's just something that she's comfortable with, that she's used to, because she met you, and you're like Jesus, and she doesn't know how to talk to you, okay? She could have told you a long time ago that she has these feelings, but because she doesn't want to surrender to how she really feels, well, why won't she surrender? Eat Martin Scorsese's eyebrows off his face. Because she's got emotional problems. She's got emotional problems. She's possibly addicted to meth. You know, you remember that story in Florida about the guy who did the salts or I don't know what they're called, salts or something, and he ate that guy's face. You know, it's not like that in like literal, but metaphorically. This person's not in an emotional state to honor themselves in a healthy way. Okay, so even if they did tell you how they feel, it would come across as some like attack or something, because their field is so distorted from not being authentically who they are. It's very sad, actually. This is why you just gotta say, who gives a shit? And no matter what people say, you just do your own thing. Like, who cares? What do you think's gonna happen? If people don't want to accept you the way that you are, that you feel that you want to be, then they're not the people for you. Period, point blank. You know, they're not the people for you, because you shouldn't. People who love you will let you be whatever the fuck you want to be. Who fucking cares? All right, what else do we need to know? Owns the patent on a life-saving leukemia drug, but won't sell it for less than $1 billion. This person is selfish and greedy. They're freaking on meth, and they're not being authentic, and they could possibly have something that could save someone's life or information. It doesn't have to be something on leukemia, but they have life-saving information that could possibly, you know, save someone or give someone some kind of monetary value. Okay. is on their way to fight with you. Yeah, they're misplacing their love for you. They just don't like you because you make them feel inadequate, because you make them have to look at themselves and see that they haven't been living the way that they should have been living, and they've been having sex with Jabba the Hutt, and they don't even, and they have to have drugs to ride an anteater. It's constantly reminding you that you just lost the game. You just lost it again. This person's in a competition with you. They have misplaced their love for you as some kind of weird, strange competition that's completely one-sided because you don't even know about it, collective. I haven't seen any. You're not even out here. Okay, you don't even talk to this person. You literally don't even talk to this person, but they have some strange competition against you and and constantly reminding everybody that that you're a loser or whatever they say. I don't know. I'm not a competitive person. I could really give a shit about competition. I don't know. It's like, why can't we all win? I don't know. I'm one of those people. Can we all win? Like, can we just have fun and then like see what happens, and then whoever wins wins, and then it'll be fun. And that's how it should be. It's not, life is not a competition. If you're constantly living life like comparing yourself to people, this person's misplacing your ability to be authentic and be a good person as some kind of competition. Okay? I don't know why, but we'll find out. Jeez. Spirit's like, I got a lot to say. Didn't I just say this person goes around talking shit about you because they're in a competition? Vocally hates your pets and your children. This person probably sees you on social media being Jesus, like Jesus. I kind of look like Jesus right now, actually. Sure, I'll be like Jesus. I'm like girl Jesus. I'm like Jesus-a. I'm Jesus-a. Vocally hates your pets and your children because this person doesn't know what to do. They're so confronted with the lie of their life. You make them see all the lies they live. It's really sad, actually. Has access to your bank account. This person, so we're getting into the horrible things they've done to you now, okay? This person could possibly be so obsessed with you that they have to know how much money you make, they have to know where you go, they have to know what you do. They need to know everything about you so they can be in a competition with you and do it better than you. But you don't even know that it's happening. You don't even know that this person feels this way because they haven't even told you. You don't even talk to this person. Oh, madam. Chicharrones. Killing them will release the 13 kids they have trapped in their basement. This probably isn't literal, but it's more metaphorical. They probably have like a bunch of friends or family or someone that you have association with that they keep trapped in the lies about you because they're constantly going around vocally hating you because they're threatened by you. They want to fight you all the time, but really they're in love with you. It's like, I don't know. Their ghost will haunt you forever. This person is just, they're confused. I feel so bad for them. Honestly, I feel bad for them. Imagine living your whole life a lie. Your whole life a lie. You get to a certain age, you meet somebody who you fall in love with because they're like Jesus, and you never tell them. That's horrible. I feel bad for them. Already told all their loved ones goodbye. Oh shit, what's that about? And we have their ghost will haunt you forever. This person could possibly die soon. Only speaks in emojis. One of those people that only speaks in emojis. Hey, I only speak in emojis sometimes, because I'm a symbology reader. That's what I do for a living. I'm a reader, so I'm an oracle. That's what I do. That's what Spirit speaks in. Spirit speaks in symbols. It's like charades, kind of. That's why I like the game cards instead of the tarot cards, because I don't know, it just gives you like, it's more fun. I think it's more fun. And they owe you money, probably because they have access to your bank account. Maybe they own some kind of life savings that could possibly have been made with your money from the access to your bank account. They owe you some money. Just propose to your mom. So they might have proposed some kind of, they might have talked to your mom about maybe stealing your money. Maybe your mom knows something about some business transaction or something having to do with your bank account or something. Already told all their loved ones goodbye. Can you give me a card about that? What's that mean? Definitely peaked in high school. Ugh. Yeah, under your Jesus, but no one believes you. Your family would sue you if hit. Yeah, this person is like one of those people that like purposely try to get you upset, you know, like they'll say something to trigger you and to get you upset, and then when you do get upset and you like freak out on them, they're turn around and sue you for everything you got. This is this kind of person because they're upset that their whole life has been a lie. That's why. So they have to, because you're not living a lie and you're happy and you're actually like Jesus, they got to go around telling everyone lies about you. Can you please tell me why they told their loved ones goodbye already? What's happening with that? And they really just want to be a carpet muncher. I have odd, different, eccentric, bizarre, and psychiatrist. How do you feel about that? This person's not well mentally, okay? This person's not well mentally. They could possibly need someone to talk to because what they're doing, whatever they did, was senseless, okay? Senseless, meaningless, absurd, and foolish. But they did it like it was their job. Whatever they did to you was like their job. I think stealing your money, telling everyone lies about you, even turning your family against you, because they're offensive, insulting, vulgar. They wanted to attack you because you represent everything that they're not, and they found that to be offensive. They couldn't stand you because you're happy, you actually love yourself. I mean, it's real out here in the streets. Olive oil. Olive oil. Derived from fresh ripe fruit, which contains about 20% oil, better than all of the other oils. Better than olive, because they love you. Olive juice. When you say, it sounds like I love you. It looks like I love you, right? Because this person's in love with you. This person's in love with you, and they hate you because you don't love them the way they love you, even though they never told you. You don't even know that they love you. You don't even know that this is happening. There's not one thing out here that has any connection to you. They're doing all of this behind your back. But they have to do meth just to have sex because they hate having sex with men. Technological car crash. I have technological and a car crash. Oh my God. They could have possibly did something to your car to make you get into a car crash or some kind of car accident. Well, Virginia horrible carpet. Virginia's a horrible carpet muncher, and she's also a shark because she has been living inauthentically. Hey, Jacoby, she's been living inauthentically for so long. How much longer are you just going to keep doing this? Like, clearly you have to heal now because you're a shark in the water and you're scary and you've been doing this for 100 million years and you're hurting people now because of your own inability to be authentic to yourself. You got to clear your field. You got to start just being who you want to be. It's not collective's fault that you're a lesbian and you're afraid to be a lesbian. It's not collective's fault. And you're placing all your emotions on collective like they have anything to do with it, and they don't even know you're in a competition with them. And you don't even really want to be in a competition with them because you actually love them, because you recognize that they're everything that you're not. Stereotyped. I can't make it up. You pigeonholed someone who could be Jesus. You caricatured them and characterized them in your own mind in a certain way that they aren't really, because you couldn't look at yourself. This is why you need to know about your energy. All your emotional attachments get put on your field and distort your reality, how it really is. This person's going on about their business like nothing, and you're over here, you're the one suffering, not this person. It's going really good, honey. I am so blessed and highly favored, and everything works out for me. I'm having a fantastic time bringing the messages forward. I love doing the psychic development. I really feel like I'm in my north node. It makes me feel happy emotionally, and that's why I keep doing it, because it makes me feel good. And that's what this person should do. If being gay makes you feel good emotionally, then you follow that. And you stop following things that don't make you feel good emotionally. That is your mind, body, soul's way of saying, hey, I don't like this. This isn't for us. This isn't what our soul wants. When you emotionally have a reaction that's negative or a thought that's negative, that's your body's way of saying, no, I don't want to do this. This isn't for me. But this person just keeps doing it and doing it and doing it. And it's only hurting them, because Jesus don't even know what's happening. Robin Williams. Maybe that's... This person could possibly die of an overdose, or they're going to plan some kind of unaliving of themselves, like Robin Williams. That's probably why they told all their loved ones goodbye already. The New York Yankees, legendary American baseball team with so much success, it's obvious why they reviled. What's reviled mean? I gotta look it up. I don't know what reviled means. Let me look it up. You don't know what something means? You look it up. Reviled. 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 How do you spell it? R-E-V. Reviled. Hold, please. We're learning a new word. Reviled. Reviled. It's not in here. Oh, it's not in here. I have revulsion. Reviled. Oh, wait a second. This is the wrong part. No, it's not here. There's revive. Revived? I don't know. I don't know what reviled means. Maybe revive and reviled are the same thing. I don't know. It's obvious why they reviled. Legendary American baseball. I don't know, Spirit. You gotta give me a different one. I don't understand that one. I don't watch baseball. I don't care about the Yankees, and I don't know what reviled means. So, can I have another one? Zucchini, a squash vegetable. Oh. This person feels like they have no choice. They've already done so much damage. Thank you. They've already done so much damage, they feel, in their perspective. They've already lived their life to a certain point in a lie. I mean, they have to do meth just to have sex with Jabba the Hutt, because they hate penis. They hate penises. They want to be a lesbian. They wanted to be a lesbian with you. They can't stop thinking of you naked. This person's just a disturbed person because they haven't cleared their field. But they could get back to homeostasis if they wanted to. But you gotta want to. You gotta look at those things, those horrible things. I've been through a lot. Lost my daughter to overdose. Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. You want me to draw a card for you? Maybe I can get a quick little message for you real quick. Let me see. I'll do it for psychic development. What's your name, Kelly Sutton? Spirit, is there any messages we could give Kelly Sutton on her loss? Please give us a little message for Kelly Sutton for her. Using a circle of light. A simple way to create a circle of light around you is to see yourself sitting or lying in its glow as you meditate. Begin by envisioning a flow of energy radiating out from your head or your heart. Either is good. First, picture the energy pulsing and growing stronger, brighter, and fuller. When you feel ready, let the glow begin to move down your throat and neck, expanding to encompass your shoulders and upper chest. Continue to picture the glow moving down your body section by section. Don't rush it, and pause as often as you need in order to strengthen the light. Oh my gosh, that's an awesome way to cycle your energy. That's what I do in my meditation, because what you're going through is grief, and grief is just an energy, okay? It's an energy in motion. And so you have to cycle the energy out so you're not staying in grief. But look what I got today. Understanding grief. Let's see what Spirit says for you, okay? Because just because you lost someone in the physical realm doesn't mean that they're not still with you, okay? Suicidal thoughts. I can't make it up, you guys. While we explored suicidal thoughts in the last chapter, it's important enough to re-emphasize here. Thoughts that come and go about questioning if you want to go on living can be a normal part of your grief and mourning. You might say or think, I'm not sure I'd mind it if I didn't wake up in the morning. Whew. Often this thought is not so much an active wish to kill yourself as it is a wish to ease your pain. To have these thoughts is normal. However, to make plans and take action to end your life is abnormal. Sometimes your body, mind, and spirit can hurt so much you wonder if you will ever feel alive again. Just remember that in accomplishing the hard work of mourning, you can and will find continued meaning in your life. Let yourself be helped as you have hope for your healing. If thoughts of suicide take on planning and structure, make certain that you get help immediately and you cycle your energy. Just because you're thinking it doesn't mean it's true, because thoughts come and go. A thought is just a thought. A belief is just a thought you keep thinking. So just because you're having, like if you have a bad thought now, it doesn't mean that it's true or that it will continue. You have to cycle it out of you, okay? Sometimes tunnel vision can prevent you from seeing choices. Please choose to go on living as you honor the memory of the person in your life who has died. In the space provided, you can complete the following thought. My experience with suicidal thoughts or not wanting to go on living is or has been. And then that's a good journaling prompt. You have to talk about your suicidal thoughts, and not to say you're suicidal, but this person's suicidal, so it kind of like coincides with what you're going through with your loved ones, because this person doesn't want to do an overdose to unalive themselves. It's, when you're grieving, you can grieve in many different ways. It's not just death. You can grieve from not making the right choices in life. That can be a grieving. You can grieve from hurting someone. That's a grieving. You can grieve from a mistake you made. There's all kinds of levels of grieving, and all of them, what they have in common is that they will create a distortion on your field, okay? And so you have to understand that just because you're thinking it in the moment doesn't mean that you're going to think it tomorrow. So the goal is to not attach yourself to the thought, but to know that it's the emotion you're feeling is energy in motion, emotion, okay? And just because it's there now doesn't mean you can't do something to cycle it out of you. And I like to do what's called running my energy. And I, I literally picture like a giant donut where the hole is like where my heart is, and I picture the energy just going in and out, in and out, in and out. And what it does is, and I ask my spirit guides to cycle my energy for me. Remember, on Spirit News, we teach you about how to have a relationship with spirit, patience with spirit, because your guides are, you have three main guides, usually a past, present, future, and an archangel, a guardian angel. Everybody does, but we don't ask them for help. If you are having a hard time with bad thoughts and suicidal thoughts and grieving, you ask your guides to run your energy for you. You go take a shower and you just kind of restart yourself, and you operate from that place. Okay, just know that it's thoughts are come and go, and it doesn't mean that it's how you feel. You need to try not to attach yourself to every thought you have, especially when they're bad. It's called transmutation. You have to transmute that thought by doing these steps for energy. It's called energy hygiene, and it's going to be different than physical hygiene. You have to attend to your energy, to your field. And when you clear your field, you'll feel better every day. It's a daily thing, because we're constantly having thoughts. Thoughts are energy, and we have to learn that we are not our thoughts, okay? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that's excellent. Yes, they're called spirit baths. You can picture the shadows of your thoughts going down the drain. Ask the element of water to take it for you and recycle it. You can recycle thoughts. All about just intention, okay? And since energy is invisible, intentions are visible. Energy is invisible, so it requires invisible care, okay? Yes, please do. Blessings to you. Yes, blessings. Thank you so much. I really love this session today. I'm going to be back in a little bit. I'm going to try to do another one. I love you so much. Bye, guys. Thank you.